2, 1, and welcome back, and welcome back to part 4.
4.
Yes.
Let's
Uh,
get this shit rolling.
we're about to experience flight. So, Herbert
Air Hootie ready for takeoff.
Air Hootie. Thank you for flying with Air Hootie. Herbert grabs the party. Two of them get bunched up together in one hand and the other one in the other hand. And he fucking flies off with you guys. You go, wee! Or maybe you go, big squeeze.
No, I'm just like, oh yeah.
Yeah! Wee! I cannot even drop all of you off, but let me just grab your characters. 1, 2, yeah, bunch up together. Thank you. 1, oh crap. 1, 2, no, come on. I keep fucking up. Yes, Control C and ha. Hey, you remembered to pack your bed. Good.
Of course, man. I need to bring that shit with me.
So he flies over this area of the map. I don't know if you can actually see anything. By the way, this is still in the middle of the night, so I should make it dark. There we go. Now you shouldn't be able to see anything.
Oh, okay.
But he drops you off right here. And then he doesn't
Well,
land. He doesn't land. He just goes.
A short rest, right?
That technically was a short rest. Yes. You didn't get the benefit of the long rest.
Oh, but that does mean we can use hit dice to heal ourselves.
Up, we get our hit points back.
No, only on a long rest. But on the short, you can spend because you'll have 4 hit dice. So
yeah, but the level up, don't you, like when you increase your hit points, don't you get them all back?
Oh no, they don't maximize. No.
No, like I believe you get the hit points that you earn, like, but you don't heal any missing hit points.
Yeah.
Okay, then fair enough.
So I think you had like 18 HP.
Yeah, no, I need to get rid of 18.
Yeah, just roll a bunch of hit dice, get your health points back.
Yeah, 18. I mean, you should be good. I mean, I just use all 4, just all 4 your D12s.
But yes, the Herbert the Hootiest of owls flies you to where you need to be, and he drops you off here at the edge of this river. It's less of a river and more of a brook, like a small sort of river. I don't know if you guys know what the definition of a brook is, but I'm gonna put a picture of it in our Discord. It's a general chat. That's what a brook is. And you can see a very old, but rather well-maintained kind of. It's a little bit overgrown, but it's a very old stone bridge. And you can see that there used to be a road here that is now covered with dust. Of course, in the darkness, you cannot discern all of the colors of the canopy of the trees, but you assume it's all green. Herbert drops you off. And he goes, hoot, hoot, and he flies you. There you go, boyos. So, you may be asking yourself, what the fuck are we doing here? Well, that's what I'm gonna ask you as well. What do you do?
What
wait
the
till
fuck?
daylight. Can we? Is there any immediate danger that we should be aware of right now?
You have no idea, but from what Herbert told Green Thumb and from what Green Thumb told you, is that the birds have spotted these goblins in the area.
Okay. I'm just gonna go onto the bridge, just because I mean it's far better to be attacked from 2 points rather than 360 degrees.
I'm not gonna comment on that. You go on the bridge, and you see, okay, it's a sturdy stone bridge made by the elves. This place. I mean, clearly they had their finest craftsmen design the bridge. So you go to the center of the bridge. You can see the burbling water on both sides. It seems rather peaceful here, almost serene.
Huh.
Kappa, bro, what do you do?
Well, we've been told that it's around this area. We've got the burbling brook. I'm gonna just kind of head up a little, and can I use a perception or nature check to see if I can see anything out of place, out of the ordinary, the stains from blood, etc.
You may use either of those, yeah. Was that a nature check?
That was a nature check.
Alright. So, obviously, this bridge has stood here for ages. In fact, besides the burbling of the water, this place seems serene. Almost too serene. You notice the absence of bird calls and songs. You do not hear any squirrels or any rustling like you did in the previous place. You do not hear any hedgehogs or rabbits like I described in the place before. In fact, you hear nothing but the water.
That's weird.
Maybe we should move on and search the area.
Yeah.
I like how you're moving around constantly trying to get a view past the trees. I'm going to assume that your character is walking around like that. Ooh. Oh.
Behind this tree, maybe? Maybe behind this tree?
Ro Kappa, you hear lots of noises. Okay, stop.
Okay, well.
Ro Kappa, you hear lots of noises because... No, I said stop. Just right here. Stop.
Okay.
You hear lots of noises as Alero Shadowhand is just walking around, looking here and there, checking under the stones. Oh, what's here? Oh, what's there? You find a patch of flowers and you go, oh, look at these flowers. Oh, they're so nice. And you go to pick one of the flowers and you pick the flower and underneath it you see the face of a goblin and it goes, ah! Roll initiative.
Holy shit! Oh no!
Foit was totally ready for this. And Alero was completely caught with his pants down by this goblin surprised.
Mate, I was born ready for this shit.
So, The goblin in front of you, you can kind of see him, is a huge motherfucker. Look at all the muscles on him. And he's got all the cables and stuff. You know what? I'm gonna make him big so you can see a little bit better what he looks like. Look at his absolute unit.
Holy shit.
He looks like Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z a little bit.
Yeah.
So this guy, you wake him up, and he goes, "Aah!" And then you hear two other goblins go, "Aah! Aah!" And you go,
Wasn't me.
Fuck, wasn't me." Luckily, you get to react first before the goblin. What do you do? Also, let me get some combat music going.
Oh, my reaction just contains an action, right?
No, I'm saying that you can... Actually, no, wait. It's not you, it's Asguth first. You are last, actually. You, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rush this little bitch and smack him in the face with my axe.
You run in through the underbrush and you fucking smash your axe into him. Or at least you attempt to.
Is this...
That's a hit. Yes. That's a lot of
damage.
That's a lot of damage. You go into a rage, you said, right?
No, I don't. I'm keeping that for later. I've only got 2. So I've already used 1, and so I'm keeping 1 for later.
Gotcha. Let me
Is that a goblin on steroids or a normal goblin?
That's only 13 damage, so I'm going to take rage off.
It is indeed a goblin on roids. It is like he looks in his little miniature.
Okay.
He looks like that, basically, yeah.
Shit.
I made him bigger so you can see what he looks like from closer.
Yeah,
So he takes...
better not stay near him, then.
He takes a hit from an axe like a champ. He goes... Roar! He is, in fact, taller than the average goblin by about a head and shoulders. And he looks extremely dangerous. Rho Kappa Sigma. You also look extremely dangerous. What do you do?
Well, I just need to zoom in to make sure I'm not going to attack my friends.
You haven't seen the rest of the goblins yet, but you have heard them.
Okay, I forget if it's a thing in 5e, but can I delay my initiative till later to wait for more to reveal themselves?
You can hold your action, which means that you can take a reaction, half action, basically. You gotta tell me specifically.
Okay.
You gotta be specific about what is going to trigger you and what you are going to do when that trigger is met.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll just head this way.
Huh?
Oh no, never mind. I can't.
I mean, you can head that way.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if I was standing there.
The underbrush and the trees here are fucking thick.
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to turn on my defensive field, and I'm going to hold my action to punch the first goblin to come and fight me.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to stand here and more or less make myself to be a very viable and visible target.
Well, speaking of goblins, it seems that these guys are pretty well coordinated. I mean, they play one after the other, literally. So, the first boyo, the one that you woke up, is actually going to share the love. He's got multi-attack, and he's going to hit. Shit. He's going to hit both of you once. He is wielding a cudgel. Basically, it's a big stick with a piece of blunt metal on top of it. It's roughly shaped like an axe, but it's blunt. I'm going to be using the mace stats for that. So the first one is going to be for Alero, and the other one is going to be for Asguth. Multi-attack, let's go. 1, 2. Oh crap, I rolled the wrong thing. There we go. So, Alero, you get smacked. Like he hits you in the in the leg for 8 bludgeoning damage, and then on the backswing he swings towards Asguth, the foe biter's face, and Asguth, you see it coming, you step backwards and avoid it. But
It's an adventure.
he goes, and then as a bonus action he uses disengage. And he goes right past you guys. Actually, yeah, he can do that. Even though he is bigger than the average goblin, he can still be very nimble, and he goes between your legs and out of here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he stands over here in these bushes. Next is going to be another goblin that you guys can sort of hear. Ah! He's going to use his movement to come over here. Yep, it comes right out of the bushes, running towards Rho, Kappa, Sigma. This is your trigger, I believe.
Yep, I will punch him in the face.
Oh, boom! Kapow!
Bam! Left, right.
Ka-chow! That hits. It connects. Ka-clunk! You don't quite punch his lights out, however. These things are strong. Their muscles are huge. And this particular one has 2 very nasty surprises for you. 1, 2. Well, you can see that he's holding 2 weapons, one in each hand. And as he tries to strike you with one of these weapons, it shatters against your metal chassis, doing no damage at all.
Holy shit.
But the other one, he fucking hits you and dents a piece of your armor on your shoulder, and you take 7 bludgeoning damage. And then he laughs. And you know what he does next? As a bonus action, he nimbly escapes. He gets all the way to here. He just runs down. He does a drive-by.
He does a drive-by.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
The third one comes out of the bushes, and he is horrific. You can sort of kind of see him, right? He's got a fucking crab claw instead of a regular hand.
What?
He's got devil horns on his head, and one of his eyes is much larger than the other one.
Dude, that's sick.
Yes. With his big crab claw and with a club in the other hand, he also attempts to hit you, Rho, Kappa, Sigma. You've already used your reaction to hit
Correct.
the other guy. So he goes 1, 2 attacks. Both of his attacks miss. And then this guy, he's like sort of annoyed, and he also disengages, but instead of going all the way away, he comes over here, and he snips with his claw like click, 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 click. Alero, Shadow Hand, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna move outside of the bushes.
You move outside of the bushes. By the way,
See
the bushes
what is happening.
the bushes are difficult terrain.
Oh, okay. Wait, where was I standing?
Yeah, over there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that is... That's 15.
Yeah, you can get all the way
Which
to
makes
here.
it 30, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is enough to get out of the bushes.
Okay.
And then what do you do?
And where's my character sheet? Where's my character sheet?
In the same
I mean,
section.
not my
it
character
always
sheet.
is.
I mean my. Where's my gun?
Oh, your gun. Are you going to fire a special type of bullet?
Oh. Because they are not worth my special bullet.
Are you going to use your new... Well, you should have declared it before. But yeah, that's a precise hit. Oh, -3. What the fuck?
Bang.
Oh, you use sharpshooter.
That's 3 because I have shoot, yes.
That's a +10 on the damage, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So it's 15
That's
piercing
what it-
damage. Oh
15
wow!
Piercing damage. He's got a piercing now.
Yeah, you fire your gun.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you fire your gun at who? At the clawed one? At the clawed one?
Claw boy.
Claw boy, and you can see that you open up a big wound in his body. He kind of goes, and he looks at his wound, and you can see that it already begins to heal.
What?
Oh yes,
It's my turn.
that's your turn. And after you, it's Asguth the foe biter.
So what I
Asguth,
want to do is move, so that'd be 10 feet
yes,
there to
yes.
there, and I want to use my Great Weapon Master attack, because what I want to do specifically is chop off his claw. I'm aiming specifically for his left shoulder.
Kill it.
You're gonna use the -5 + 10 thing, right?
Yes, I am.
Do it. Ooh, does that hit with a -5? Yes, it does. So that's another 15 damage.
15.
So in one round, between
Aye.
the two of you, you've dealt 30 damage to this thing.
Bang!
And it is still alive.
Holy shit.
Your axe, you go to bury your axe in its well, you don't want to bury it. You want to chop off its arm, and at the last second, it reaches up with a claw. It grabs the shaft of your axe, and it keeps it from chopping off its arm. It goes. Roll Kappa Sigma. What do you do? This is a formidable
Yes.
foe. It's taken a beating and a half from these guys. It
Well,
still stands.
Let's add to that beating.
So
Activate
nonchalant.
my defensive
Trap.
field and then punch him in the face a couple times.
That's 2 hits,
Holy
and that's
shit.
holy shit. You guys are making mincemeat out of this guy, but he still does not die. That's another 12 damage, dudes. Still
Holy
alive.
shit, that's a big bitch.
You punch him, boom, boom, attempting to tenderize him. He is a little bit tenderized, but still not dead. And Rho, Kappa Sigma, you have found yourself in the jaws of the lion. These guys have pack tactics. And look at where you're standing.
Bring it on. So that actually brings me to the second thing. Any enemy that I hit has disadvantage to attack anybody else because the Thunder Gauntlets distract them.
Oh, well, that's fine because they are gonna be attacking you.
I figured. I just forgot to mention it before now.
So, the first guy, this guy over here, he's gonna make 2 attacks against you, and he's gonna make them with advantage because of pack tactics. Gotta say, buddy, it's not looking good. You take, from the first hit, 11 bludgeoning damage, and from the second hit, 5 bludgeoning damage. That was just the first guy. So that's
God damn.
16 damage from the first guy. The next guy, who you may have noticed has moved across the bridge, thinking that one of you was going to chase him, he now changes his mind about that. He goes 25 feet up to Alero, and he's going to deliver 2 attacks. 1, 2. Both of which miss.
Oh!
So he gets close up to you and he goes, but like he's not hitting. It's just not connecting. You're way too fast. You're dodging out of the way. And the last guy, the guy who's taken the most damage, he's also gonna try to give some of that damage back to the community. And by that I mean back to Rho Kappa Sigma, because he does have 3 names. He is technically community. It's gonna hit once, twice, both misses. Okay. So he's taking so much damage. He's like, ugh, ugh, ugh. He's swinging around, but he's not sure in himself. So he's gonna use his bonus damage to nimbly escape to over here. Alero, you are next.
Okay, I'm gonna spend grit points.
Grit point. What are you gonna spend it on?
Actually, I'm gonna spend 2 grit points on
Ooh.
one attack.
Oh, what you gonna do?
Please hit!
What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh, it's the extra damage. Also, you didn't. It gave you sharpshooter.
It's okay.
Does it count?
Made that decision beforehand.
Okay, it counts. So what's 15 minus 3? It's 12.
Wow.
Unfortunately, that doesn't hit. Yeah, sorry. These things, yeah. So he's
That would
right.
have been epic.
He's right there next to you. You point the gun at him, and he goes, "Oh shit!" And he gets out of the way as the bullet goes. And you know, like it's such a strong fucking bullet that it makes a little explosion in the air. The guy's like, "Holy shit! That could have been my head."
Yeah.
But
Okay,
he's
as a
still
bonus action, I will use my Misty Step trait, Face Step thingy.
yes,
Teleport, yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Eladrin. Woo! Asguth, Bowbiter. What do you do?
Since I can see that the little claw bitch is running away, I'm going to come right here, and because this guy is closest to me, he gonna get this hurt underneath. And I'm going to literally just up and down. I'm gonna try and split him like a fucking tree, like a log.
Do it. That's a hit, and that's 6 damage. The guy doesn't quite split like a tree. He gets pretty injured, and he looks very injured. He looks like he's like, oh fuck, he's bleeding all over. He's taken quite a beating, and you've contributed to it, but he's still not dead.
Okay.
When you yank the axe out of his body, you can see that like green blood gushes out. Rho Kappa Sigma, what do you do?
Okay. Well, this one here is still alive, right?
He is, yes.
Yeah. Then I will punch him.
Boom! Whack! Uppercut! Boom! One uppercut through the chin, then one in the fucking... Actually, no, the second one doesn't hit. So he takes 5 thunder, damn it. Thunder, 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 damage. It goes, ugh! So he looks just as bad as this guy now.
Dang.
And now it's the goblin's turn. This guy is... holy shit, what is he gonna do? He's gonna hit you. Rho Kappa Sigma. Gonna hit you twice. 1, 2. The first strike is quite a good one. You take 7 bludgeoning damage. And the second strike, you realize, is a distraction because he uses his bonus action to flee. He gets over here as he nimbly escapes. Yeah, the little shits are using hit and run tactics. And by that I mean that every time they hit, then they run. Speaking of hit and run, the next one is gonna attempt the same thing. 2 hits against Asguth. Man. Both of which miss. It's not this guy's lucky day. And then he's gonna tactically retreat. He's gonna go over here. The last one, the one that's taking the biggest beating of all, he produces a bow. And then, like, with his claw hand, he aims it, and with the other hand, he strings and fires an arrow at Asguth, the foe biter. It's a short bow, a really short one. The arrow flies and misses completely. It just goes in the bushes. Alero, Shadow Hand, what do you do?
You should take more target practice. You can shoot like this. Claw boy.
Which one? Which one?
Claw boy.
Claw boy. Claw boy gets shot. Oh man, that's
Dang.
17 damage. Oh,
So much damage.
he's
Nice.
taken.
Jesus Christ.
He's taken so much damage, yet he is still alive.
Holy shit.
Action surge. You want to take an additional action? I see.
Well, that wasn't on purpose, but fuck it. Die!
that is a hit.
Die,
Okay.
please.
So when you shoot it again, you go fucking die. By the way, I think you're out of bullets in that gun now. You fired it 4 times, right?
That gun has no bullets now.
That gun has got no bullets. So this guy gets shot twice, and
This
then
bitch empty.
and then the unexplicable happens. It explodes in a burst of green slime, and the guy behind him needs to make a dexterity saving throw, which he fails. So this fucker explodes, literally like that, like plats, and the guy right behind him gets smeared with acid and vials, and he takes 5 damage from that. He goes, ah! As your bullet literally blows this guy away.
Bang!
You hit him so hard he fucking exploded.
No.
Holy shit.
Asgard the foe biter. What do you
Good
do?
damage rolls.
See, because I've just seen what I have seen and I don't want to be exploded upon, I'm going to move so that I can get a good shot, but I'm going to go and use my hand axe, and I'm going to yeet it at the next one's face.
Hell yeah. Which one? This
The one
one?
that's closest to me.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Closest
I
to
see.
me, yeah.
Yeah. Yeet! Oh, come on. Yes! Critical hit that kills him. Your axe hurtles through the air like a fucking... It just...
Also, if I kill someone on a critical hit, I gotta do it again!
If it's melee.
think.
If it's melee, I think.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your axe flies through the air and it beds itself in the goblin, and the goblin explodes.
Died.
Yeah. The goblin next to it needs to make a dexterity. Let me see.
Oh god, if I get 2 in 1, that'd be fucking hilarious.
He does actually succeed on his dexterity save. So this guy manages to avoid the worst of the acids. He's like, ah! It would have been cool if it was like a chain reaction.
Yeah.
Rho Kappa Sigma.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, there's one left. He's a distance away. I haven't really used my spell slots, so why not? I'm going to point my arm at him.
Yes.
All the sigils charge up,
Yes.
and I unleash a warbling ball of chaotic energy that screams towards him.
What the
You
fuck is
roll-
that?
I'm
Chromatic
Chaos
orb?
Bolt.
Oh, Chaos Bolt.
Yep. I'm clicking the Firebolt spell just to roll the attack, and then I'll roll the damage if it hits.
That hits?
That hits. Okay, so this is 2d8 plus 1d6.
Holy shit. Chaos Bolt.
Jesus.
What the hell is that? Is it from Volos? No, not Volos. Is it from Xanathar?
I'll copy paste the text in a second. Okay, so 3. So it deals fire
Wow.
damage. So it deals 12 fire damage.
So the guy does he catch on fire or? No, I don't think so, right? So you hit him, you singe his green flesh. He goes, "Oh!" But he's still not dead. He's looking terrible though. You can choose. Oh, you roll a d8 and it tells you what kind of damage it is.
I'm just gonna
Ah,
snip it and put it in the other chat.
okay.
Oh, right, sorry, I get to choose based on the d8s that I rolled. Sorry,
Yeah.
I misread it. 3 and a 6. No, fire is the better choice than poison against these.
Just
Against
fire.
everything.
So it's singed, it's been shot, it's been punched, I'm pretty sure, and it's looking terrible. Both of its compatriots are dead, but it still has its own action, and it's gonna do something that would be unthinkable. It's gonna charge.
Oh no!
It's going to get up to here, which doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity miraculously. It's going to hit with its it's gonna do a drive-by hit on Asguth, the foe biter. It's going to fail twice.
Fucking hell.
And then it's gonna use its its bonus action nimble escape to just continue running past all of you guys until he gets to over here.
Oh.
Alero, what do you
You know
do?
what? You know what they say about goblins who run away from the sharpshooters?
They get shot in the back.
They say they die tired.
I take out my second revolver. Shoot the guy in the back of his head.
Bang bang, you shot
it
me
misses.
down. No, you miss.
That's a miss. I did not want to hit.
Asguth, the foe
I
biter.
did it on purpose.
What do you do as your foe escapes?
So I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Yes.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do my thing,
Your thing.
and I'm gonna do the same shit as before. I'm gonna get my axe handle, put it round his neck,
Yes.
and bite his motherfucking head off.
You should. Your nickname should be, I don't know, Coward Biter or something like that, because it's the second coward that you kill by biting if you manage to kill him. Oh, that misses. That misses.
I'm gonna do
Oh,
it
no,
again.
wait. I did rule it that it was a reckless attack, right? Reckless
Yes.
attacks do with advantage, right?
Yes, they do.
In that case, a 16 does hit and 4 damage does kill him. How do you finish this fight? Yet another fight finished by the foe biter.
Described before, slightly differently this time. I'm going to get my axe because I know that he's going to explode. I'm essentially going to get
Yes.
it and pull it back, and then kind of do a kind of judo throw where I kind of turn around and throw him over my head onto the ground, and then basically just take all of the brunt of the explosion when I bite his eyes out.
You're gonna take all of the brunt of this explosion.
Fuck, mate.
I am gonna let you do a dexterity save with disadvantage because your face is literally in his face.
No, I don't care. Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, with disadvantage. So we take the smaller number. Okay, so a 10 actually is enough to keep you safe from the 1 point of necrotic damage that this thing would have done to you.
Oh.
I literally rolled a 1 on d6. So it explodes. It's in your face, and all you have to do is close your eyes and fucking power through it. It hurts like a bitch.
Call him a little bitch in Orcish.
You call it a little bitch in Orcish. Micro. All of these guys are dead, and now you don't have a trail to follow.
So okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to where they were sleeping and see if we can investigate there.
Cowards do get shot in the back, but if you follow a coward, he will take you to his base.
That's very true. So I guess we keep going this way.
Yes. So that's the new lesson that you get to learn from that, Dylan. Because you did say cowards get shot in the back, and that's very true. But
Yep.
also, if you follow a coward, he will take you home.
Invite you in.
He won't invite you in,
You will
but
have-
he'll probably lead you.
You
to,
will have romantic dinner together.
Yeah, candlelit dinner with a fleeing goblin. We are at.
And I got my fair share of
We
lunch.
are at 40 minutes, and this is also the end of this encounter. I think it's okay to cut it here. What do you guys think?
Yeah, okay,
Well,
sounds good.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So see you in part 5, Andy.